my idea, go, go, go. You pay them, yeah. Anywhere, that's the anywhere. What they start my hustle soon. As soon as they break, if you can't wait, they carry your shoe. As soon as they break, give you pressure. As soon as they break, give you pressure. Give it back for the break again. That was a start. Somebody they steal and somebody they buy. Somebody they see, but the same person is bad. Now every day I tell you this. 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 Oh, you pay them, yeah. Anywhere, touch the anywhere. What they start my hustle soon. As soon as they break, if you can't wait, they carry your shoe. As soon as they break, give you pressure. As soon as they break, give you pressure. Give it back for me to over them. We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Morocco.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-side justice in this country, none of us will be saved. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the real authority. That it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all.
Rabbi, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Easy, when you want some more, I provide it. So we start to talk. Come on, some going to put it to each living sense.
Well, yes, folks, let's say a pleasant good morning to the peace-loving people of Liberia, and welcome to all of you around the globe. Welcome to the November 4, 2025 edition of the program from the Print News on Freedom FM 87.9. My name is Wendell Nimne, and I'm here with Esther Daku. Esther, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Wendell, and good morning to the good people of Liberia. It's good to be here on Tuesday. I'm glad that I'm able to share whatever we have in the paper this morning. I guess we're going to be looking at the online version, right?
Yeah, sure.
Right. So this morning, I'm glad that I'm here and I'm able to share with you what we have from the local dailies.
Thank you very much. And folks, live, drop a comment wherever you are and watching. Please indicate your name and your address. All right, it's very important for us. So while you are there and watching, you can also share the live. All right, the November 4, 2025 edition. I'm here. Esther Daku is also here. And together we'll run you up to 12:30, bringing you stories making headlines in the print media. I'm talking about stories that are very, very interesting for you. So this morning, the front page Africa newspaper, and our first story is right here. It says conflict of interest alleged as law firm WFW represents both Liberia and the Total Energies stage managed deal. Stage managed deal, a question mark to this caption. Legal experts say this dual representation constitutes a clear conflict of interest under the International Bar Association (IBA) guidelines. Law firms are prohibited from representing clients with directly adverse interests in related matters without full disclosure and written consent. Serious conflict of interest concerns have surfaced following revelations that Watson Farley and Williams, WFW, the international law firm representing the government of Liberia in petroleum negotiations, also observes as legal counsel to Total Energies. The French oil giant recently awarded 4 offshore oil blocks in Liberia. According to official press releases published on WFW website, the firm has advised Total Energies on several major global transactions, including the $522 million sale of a 25.5% stake in the Seagreen offshore wind firm in the UK, and the $2 65 million still of a 50% share in its French renewable portfolio. WFW also stated that it has advised the Liberia Petroleum Regulatory Authority on the creation of an innovative hybrid licensing process for allocating exploration and production rights in the country, known as the 2024 Liberia Direct Negotiation Round. According to the firm, Total Energy was the first company to sign up under the new framework, marking the first exploration investment in Liberia in more than a decade. The firm further explained that, unlike the previous competitive bidding or open door models used globally, the new process introduced by Liberia features clear timelines for pre-qualification and block nomination, with only pre-qualified companies eligible to negotiate with the government. As part of its work drafting the new bidding process, WFW advised the Liberian government on modernizing its model production sharing agreement, drafting invitations to negotiate, and leading the negotiations with all interested companies. Best practices regarding environmental, social, and governance issues, stakeholders management, good international petroleum industry practice, and special issues of English law and guarantee matters, the firm stated. WFW identified Susan Maples, a partner at its New York office, as the lead advisor to the LPRA. She was supported by several of the firm's partners and associates from its London, Paris, and Singapore offices. Maples was quoted as saying that WFW was proud to have supported Liberia on this exciting opportunity, adding that Total Energy's entry into Liberia under this model demonstrates the country's potential and WFW's growing energy footprint in Africa. The model works not just for countries seeking exploration investment, but for energy companies that wish to invest too, Maples said. In addition, Front Page Africa has gathered that Susan Maples currently serves as Liberia external lawyer in ongoing production sharing contract (PSC) negotiations, the same process that awarded 4 offshore blocks, LB6, LB11, LB17, and LB29 to Total Energies. The PSC, signed in Paris on September 15, reportedly carries a multi-million-dollar signature bonus. Officials have hailed the deal as a major step forward for Liberia's oil and gas sector. Total Energy has already spent US $3.5 million acquiring CIMIC data, signaling its confidence in Liberia's hydrocarbon potential. Yet, legal experts say the firm's dual representation of both Liberia and Total Energy constitutes a clear conflict of interest. Under the International Bar Association (RBA) guidelines, law firms are prohibited from representing clients with directly adverse interests in related matters without full disclosure and written consent. And lastly, for the story, this goes against every standard of professional ethics, said a US-based energy attorney. You cannot advise the government while your firm is paid by the same companies seeking to benefit from that advice. Well, folks, we'll leave it right there and bring more stories here on the Front Page Africa newspaper. So let's take more stories. Let's bring this one. Okay, let's take another story. And this story would do. Okay. The internet. So let me move to another story. let's move to another story quickly. Right. Let's. We hope the internet will allow us. All right. So we move to more stories, and this is our next story. All right. Let's take this story. This is our next story. And it says here, Senator Corner urges government to prioritize structural reforms and hostilities and extortion against investors. Oh, yeah. Bapulu County Senator Amara Kone, who chairs the Senate Committee on Public Accounts and Audit, has raised concern over Liberia's persistent lack of job creation and has urged the Unity Party-led government of President Joseph Boakai to prioritize structural reforms that can spark growth, strengthen institutions, and create sustainable employment opportunities for Liberians. In a statement released in Monrovia on Monday, November 3, Senator Cornyn said that while the Boakai administration has made commendable progress in extending the United States visa reciprocity period from 12 months to 36 months, an achievement signaling renewed commitment to fair treatment and stronger ties between Liberia and the United States, there is still an urgent need for deeper structural reforms to improve the economy and attract meaningful investment. According to the Bapulu County lawmaker, the recent World Bank's Liberia's Economic Update 2025 released on October 29 under the theme from stabilization to inclusion, pathways to resilient growth and productive jobs, paints a sobering picture of the nation's economic reality. The report, he noted, highlights high poverty rates, persistently high unemployment caused by a stagnant private sector, a rapidly growing labor force, and a glaring absence of structural reforms. Senator Cornyn said the report shifts attention from mere macroeconomic data to the real-life struggles of ordinary Liberians who face mounting economic hardship daily. He cited the sharp decline in the mining sector from 11.9% to 2.4% to 7.1% as clear indicators of the depth of Liberia's economic challenges. The struggles of everyday Liberians and demand urgent government attention. Esther, can you please help me with a bottle of water? The senator further revealed that Liberia's life expectancy stands at 61 years. School enrollment and educational levels remain low, and about 1.6 million Liberians, almost the size of the country's entire voting population, live on less than $3 per day. If that doesn't grab our attention, I don't know what will, he stated. These issues are not new, but how the administration responds will define President Boakai's legacy and the Unity Party chance for another term. Senator Cornyn compared the current situation to the administration of former President George Weah, noting that although Liberia's GDP growth average 4.8% in 2022 and 4.7% in 2023, high inflation rates of 7.6% in fiscal year 2022 and 10.1% in fiscal year 2023, along with a fiscal deficit of 7.1% in fiscal year 2023, offset that growth. He emphasized that the main reason President Weah lost the 2023 elections was his failure to attract new investments and create jobs, leaving most citizens feeling no tangible impact from the macroeconomic progress his administration reported. Under President Bwaka, Senator Cornyn said the fiscal deficit has declined to 2% in 2024, but economic growth remains sluggish at 4%, while inflation stands at 8.3%, higher than the 2022 rate. He noted that the services and agriculture sectors are currently the only bright spots in the economy, showing growth of 5% and 3.4%, respectively, thanks to improved electricity supply and increased rubber and rice production. All right, I think we can take one more story and then we send controls to Esther to bring us the online version of the Daily Observer. So let's go for one more story and then we will be right back. So this is our final story. This story is our final story. All right, let's take this story as our final story. And it says MPP Chairman Morba accuses President Bwaka of violating the Constitution through extended OIC appointments. Morba stressed that while the Constitution grants the president the authority to make appointments, such appointments are subject to confirmation by the Liberian Senate to ensure proper vetting and accountability. Former Bond County Representative and current chairman of the National Patriotic Party, Anthony George S. Morba, has expressed strong disapproval of President Joseph Bwaka's continued appointment of officers in charge to head major public institutions, describing the practice as unconstitutional and a direct violation of the Liberian Constitution. Speaking in an exclusive interview with Front Page Africa, Morba said the president's decision to maintain unconfirmed individuals in positions of authority for extended periods undermines the constitutional role of the legislature and weakens Liberia's democratic governance. He stressed that while the Constitution grants the president the authority to make appointments, such appointments are subject to confirmation by the Liberian Senate to ensure proper vetting and accountability. Morba argued that the use of the term officers in charge does not exist anywhere in the Constitution, and that the president has no legal basis to allow such individuals to occupy critical public offices for more than a few months without Senate approval. He noted that the practice enrolls the principle of checks and balances and poses serious accountability risks for the management of public resources. According to Morba, there is no officer in charge in our Constitution. The president has the right to make temporary appointments, but those appointments should not exceed 2 or 3 months. Keeping people in such positions for over a year without confirmation undermines the role of the legislature. Very interesting. I think we'll leave it here and send controls to Esther to bring us the online version of the Daily Observer newspaper. Those of you who are watching, please help us and share the live. And wherever you are watching us from, please drop your comment. So, Esther, let's hear from you.
Thank you, Wendell. And now we'll be looking at the online version of the Daily Observer. And here the top story says U.S. visa extension could spark rush for Liberian passport. This is here. Let's take some lines from this story and then we can run up more stories from the Daily Observer. It says Liberia's recent diplomatic breakthrough with the United States resulting in the extension of visa validity of Liberian citizens from 1 to 3 years has been hailed as a triumph of trust and cooperation. But beneath the celebration lies a mounting concern that the milestone could reignite criminal interest in the Liberian passport, long tainted by corruption and global misuse. Anderson Marmon, executive director of the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia, has asked has issued a stark warning to the Liberian government to act decisively in protecting the integrity of its passport. In a statement shared on social media, Maman praised the U.S. move as a very welcoming and remarkable milestone, but cautioned that it also imposes a serious responsibility on Liberia to prevent its travel documents from once again falling into the wrong hands. Over the years, there have been multiple issues regarding the integrity of Liberian ordinary diplomatic and service passports, resulting from their gross misuse and abuse. Mohammed said our passports has have ended up in the hands of economic migrants, drug dealers, and our criminals. Other criminals, some of whom were arrested in the US and other countries. The Liberian passport has a troubled history. Once a symbol of post war sovereignty, the passport has in recent decades become one of the most controversial travel documents in West Africa due to system corruption and international misuse. In 2020, the US Department of State sanctioned Andrew Wamplu, former director of passport and visas at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, under the Global Magnitsky Human Rights Accountability Act. The US accused Wamplu of orchestrating a passport sales scheme in which non-Liberians, including suspected drug traffickers and individuals linked to organized crime, purchased Liberian passport for bribes. Wamplu corrupt acts undermine the rule of law and the integrity of Liberian immigration system. The U.S. Embassy in Monrovia said in a statement at the time, warning that the misuse of Liberian passports posed serious risks to global security. Following the scandal, Washington imposed visa restrictions on Wamplu and his family, while local authorities dismissed him from office. Yet, years later, allegations of forged documents, multiple passport ownerships, and bribery and insurance persist within the Liberian passport system. The United Nations and Interpol have in past reports flagged Liberian passport fund in the possession of international fugitives, smugglers, and alleged terrorists, raising global alarm over the country's document security standards. In one notable instance in 2013, security agencies in Asia arrested foreign nationals holding authentic Liberian passports obtained through illegal channels, further tarnishing the nation's reputation. A welcome breakthrough, but a double edged sword. The recent US decision to extend visa validity from 1 to 3 years presents one of the most significant diplomatic gestures towards Liberia in decades. It shows travel for thousands of Liberians with families, businesses, and educational pursuits in the United States, marking what analysts call a vote of confidence in Liberia's governance under President Joseph Nimabwakai. However, Mamen warns that such privileges could with higher expectations. While the US decision is extremely welcoming, it comes with so much responsibility, he wrote. As the saying goes, to whom much is given, much is expected. If the load proves too heavy for the carrier, it may be reduced to taking any completely. He added that a new visa regime could inadvertently attack criminal networks seeking to exploit Liberia's passport system as a gateway to the United States. Well, we're leaving it right here. Let's look at more stories here this morning. And this is a public hearing on US 365 million rule deal begins. Now, this is right here. You can grab the online version of the Daily Observer, and the story is right here. It says Senate threatens Liberia's transitional justice. That's a question. And so we're going to take some lines from the story. Here we have it here. It says Liberia's fragile transitional justice process faces renewed uncertainty following moves of Senators Yomli Kanga Lawrence, Grand Bassa County, and Joseph Jala, coup have separately introduced bills in the Liberian Senate seeking to establish a war and economic crimes court. The proposal could even ask the Office for the Establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court of Liberia, created under executive order issued in 2024 and 2025, is already operational and implementing a structured plan towards justice and reconciliation. Many are sensing an overlap of mandates and conflicting timelines. The OLs are established by the executive branch as part of Liberia's post-war accountability framework has been conducting broad consultations with civil society, victims, groups, and international partners. It is currently holding stakeholder meetings and has developed a comprehensive roadmap for establishing both a war crimes court and a national anti-corruption court. According to sources close to the process, these consultations are designed to ensure that Liberians approach aligns with international standards and transitional justice, emphasizing participation, sequencing, and national ownership. Observers warn, however, that the Senate's recent legislative maneuvers could undermine this carefully coordinated process. Transitional justice cannot be treated like an ordinary political bill. One governance analyst told reporters it requires broad based consensus, international coordination, and credibility among victims and the wider public. Let's leave you here. We have other stories this morning on here. This was posted 4 hours ago, and we have Morocco wins big at UN. Morocco wins big at UN. This is it says the UN Secretary Council adopted Resolution 2697 referring Morocco Autonomy Initiative for the Sahel as a key to a lasting solution. Well, grab a copy or is here on the online version of the Daily Observer. MOCI clarifies reports on US 429K MIP rehabilitation. And it's also right here. This is was posted an hour ago. Gonet Academy offers free internet to students. And then we think so far so good. Hopefully it's not all of the stories. Let's see if we have more. Okay, I think these are all of the stories, Wendell. Let's send controls back to you.
Thank you very much. But there is one story here I would like to, bring out since you don't have much there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me bring this story, folks. Let's see what we have next year. Let me get to this story. Okay. Where is the story? Champions Sport. Okay. Yes, here is the story. Okay. It says verbal clash erupts as Dr. Thomas Twe, alias Countryman, vows to unseat House Speaker in 2029. Cohn retorts, says he can beat anyone with eyes closed. All right, so the race for the 2029 representative election is still years away. But political tension in Montserrat County District number 11 are already heating up. A bitter war of words between House Speaker and current District number 11 Representative Richard Namwe Cohn and rival Dr. Thomas Nimnen Twe, popularly known as Original Countryman, is rapidly intensifying. The latest political showdown unfolded on social media, with both men trading verbal jabs and accusations, a confrontation that has quickly become one of the most talked about early political rivalries in the country. Dr. Twe, who was barred by the Supreme Court for contesting the 2023 general elections over domicile and dual citizenship issues, has re-emerged on the political scene with a bold message for Speaker Cohn, nowhere to run. In a recent social media post, Twe declared that Speaker Cohn's dominance in District number 11 politics is nearing its end, vying to challenge the incumbent head on in the next elections. Even if you succeed in splitting district number 11 to create a new district, I will still contest on your side. Know where to run. If you know, you know, Twe wrote. But Speaker Cohn wasted no time in firing back, responding with characteristic confidence in a Facebook post that quickly went viral. He countered, I can close my eyes and beat anyone in district number 11. This is the speaker speaking. All right. I can close my eyes and beat anyone in district number 11. The remark, viewed by many as political bravado, underscores Cohn's confidence in his record and growing popularity within the district. So, if you think you are strong, leave too much talking and face me in 2029, Cohn added, dismissing Twe's remarks as political noise. Dr. Twe, however, responded once more, this time with humor and a sharper tone. You don't need to close your eyes because the margin between us would be like the distance between Monserrato and Sino. Keep them open. You would need to watch how 2029 unfolds, he fired back. The brewing rivalry has reignited political discussions across District Number 11, where residents still recall the 2023 legal battle that disqualified Dr. Twe from contesting. During the 2023 election cycle, the Supreme Court ruled that Dr. Twe was ineligible to run due to his American citizenship and lack of legal domicile in the district. Delivering the court's opinion, then Chief Justice Yaya Yeneyo explained that Twe's dual citizenship violated both Liberia's constitution and the new elections law. The case stemmed from a complaint filed by Madam Sia Tandapoli, a fellow candidate in District Number 11, who accused Twe of maintaining American citizenship and failing to meet residency requirements. Although the National Elections Commission initially cleared Twe after a hearing officer ruled in his favor, the decision was later overturned by the Supreme Court, which cited evidence from the NEC Geo Information Service confirming Twe was not a resident of District Number 11, a key condition for eligibility. At the time, Madam Tandapoli said her complaint was not politically motivated but rooted in the rule of law. Someone who wants to make laws must first respect them, she told reporters after the ruling. For now, nearly 2 years after his disqualification, Dr. Twe appears to be regaining political traction, mobilizing support across the district and positioning himself as the man determined to unseat Speaker Cohn in the 2029 legislative elections. Well, folks, we'll stop you right there because we have our weather report man with us. So we're going to Tunis to get the weather report for today. All right. Right after Tunis, we'll take our break, get word from our sponsors, and when we come back, we will draw you close to our talking points. So let's leave the shores of Liberia and welcome our man, Suleiman Hashim Tunis, your weather report man there in New York City. Tunis, good morning from our end.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning, Esther. Good morning, Mama Liberia. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brother. Weather report coming to you live from here, Staten Island, New York, through Freedom FM 87.9, the most listened to radio station in the nation capital. Hey, today looks very, very nice. Beautiful day in Monrovia. We don't know the surrounding of Monrovia City. Telling us here partly sunny, 83 degrees will feel like 91. Listen, 83 degrees, but it will feel like 91. So that's a big difference. Winds from around the area will give you 6 miles per hour. Humidity will be 81 degrees. So it's going to be a little bit hot. You working outside, be a little careful. You can dress any which way, just don't overdress. And make sure you smell a little bit nice with your deodorant or roll-on. Tomorrow, Wednesday, going to be same as today, 84 degrees, which is going to be November 5th. Partly sunny, no rain showing here, not a single rain here until, let's go down to even midnight and all, there's no rain. If the rain comes, so be it. That's go away. Humidity tomorrow is going to be the same at 80 degrees, so be a little careful. You are now entering the real dry season, so you got to be a little bit careful. You know, especially if you are now working in an office that have air conditioning, you got to be mindful how you dress to go to work, and don't jam yourself in the car. You know, your life at stake, and the place is too hot. Don't be too packed in one car or in one keke. Take your time. So today and tomorrow weather, you can do anything outside, anything you want. You can schedule any outside activity. Today in America here, we're having our midterm elections here. All schools are closed. Everybody heading to the booths. We started voting since 2 weeks ago. The early voting started yesterday, ended yesterday. Day before yesterday. Today is the day all of us, now the remaining of all of us, going to be voting. But what made me bringing up this election? Because there's a crucial election in New York City. The first time in history, New York City having Islamic or Muslim mayor, which is the most talk of in the entire election, the entire country. You know, that's the most talk of it. And the boy is very young. He's our children. I think they and Esther, I don't know how old is Esther, but the kid is about 32 years old. Okay, the kid is 32 years old, and
you call him kid? Really?
32 years old is a kid for us. Our children is 32.
Our children
Yeah,
is
but
good.
I understand, but for the fact that they've grown up, I mean,
They stay kid for us.
They kid for us.
it's funny
In
when you
Africa,
say
we say the kid.
the kid.
Yeah, on that
Even in
side.
this country.
Now,
Even in
the
this country.
other one can say you 70-year-old, how much money you get in your account? We can't say that the way that I have,
The kid, let me tell you the people he's mingling himself with. The people he racing with, they are in their 70s. All right, the two candidates that he's racing with. He beat the independent candidate during the Democrat primary election because he's a Democrat.
So he's on the Democrat ticket.
He's on the Democrat ticket. And when he went for the primary, he won. He won badly. I mean, the margin was too high. He raced with two major Democrats. All right, the present mayor, which he dropped off earlier in the race, and the former governor, Governor Cuomo. He beat him, the man who almost took 2 terms, but he had a scandal, so they have to.
He was involved with that scandal.
Right. So he had to resign. So he went independent. Okay, he went independent. Now he's in the race, but the boy is leading him double digit as I speak. So right now it's 6 o'clock. The pool is already open. Some pools will be open 9 o'clock, but some pools are already open. They're using the school building, so all schools are closed, and mainly the government school, which we call public school here.
Okay.
I don't know about private schools, but government school, all government school will be used. Most of them will be used for the elections. Okay, so the election, and not only that, the most important part of this election that making it look serious in New York City, the boy is a Muslim. The first time, if he won, the first time a Muslim becoming a mayor in New York City. So that's the main issue. They say they are terrorists, especially in New York City. You all remember 9/11. It was staged by Muslims. All of these things is in the mix.
So,
But this-
Thomas, from your own observation, how do you see this guy chances?
Well, the chances to me is about 75% because he's still leading. And again, one of the most important thing about it again is he and Donald Trump are knucklehead. They don't like each other.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they don't like each other. Donald Trump been throwing hints at him. He been throwing hints at Donald Trump, and the young people in the city love him. I got a video. He came to visit us on our in the Liberian group, the Liberian Association here. If you go on my page, because I put it on Facebook Live this current summer. All right, he came here to visit us, to talk to us, and the boy again, another important factor on him is he is an African. He's from Uganda. Even though his skin is white like a white man, but he's from Uganda. I mean, he looked like an Indian man. I think his origin from India.
Okay, so was he born in the United States, or he was born out of the United States?
He was born out of the United States. Yes, I think so. He was born in Uganda. His parents, he was born in Uganda. He came here. He became a
They
citizen.
migrated to the United States.
Yes.
Oh wow!
So these are all facts on this kid. The kid is about 33 years old. We can call him kid because our children now, they are in
Yeah,
I don't want us to use the term kid. I beg you. You can call papi them, we'll call your kid now. I'll say,
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody in the 30 want to be called a kid though.
No, our children now will still love for us to call them kid. The state can ask us for favor. Okay, if you are grown, just do everything on your own. All we need now, come and give us something. But you can see my children in their 30, they say, "Oh, daddy, can I owe $50? Oh, daddy, can I do that?" Oh, why?
And I
I expect me to call you. I'll call you kid.
Exactly.
You stay feeding from my pockets.
Right. So my people that ate there, our election is today, and that's your weather man. The weather report. You want to get the weather report again tonight, by tonight by 11 o'clock in your time. We'll give you another weather report. But you are good to go today and tomorrow. You have any outside activity, go do it freely. Just dress accordingly, or otherwise you overdress, you're going to be embarrassed. You embarrass yourself. You will sweat a lot, and please don't forget to use deodorant and roll on. That's the same thing, but they're both doing the same work. It's okay, just different name, but at least smell good when you're among your friends. Okay, thank you so much again, Esther Wendell. I have to go to work.
Thank you, Tunis, and we wish you guys. We hope that your choice comes true. Because we wish you guys all the best there as you go to the polls to elect your leaders.
Thank you so much, and have a nice day.
You too. All right, that's the voice of Suleiman Hashim Tunis. He's our weather report man there in New York City. And before we take our break, folks, we have this tax that we'll be telling you about every day when we sit behind this microphone. On the 16th of November. All right. On the 16th is going to be Freedom FM anniversary. And we will have some activities, for that day. Mm-hmm. So part of the activities will be a soccer march with our fans. And so we here on the Prime News, we have been charged with a tax to buy 2 sets of jerseys. All right, so that's what we were told by the senior management here at Freedom, that you're the from Print News people, you're about 2 jerseys.
Right.
So we are, whatever you have to contribute to make our anniversary a success, well, we are open to whatever contribution. So we have two set of jerseys to buy. All right. And we are targeting 200 United States dollars to have those two jerseys purchased, two sets of jerseys purchased. So we are targeting 200 United States dollars. And yesterday we were here, we gave out our mobile money number. And today we're going to call that number. Whatever you have to contribute, we'll give you the number to help us. And we'll also mention your name during our programs here on Freedom Radio. All of you that will help us to make our day of success, we will not forget about you. So whatever way you want to help us to get the two set of jersey, we'll give you the numbers. Esther will put the numbers on the screen, and we'll call the numbers before we leave from here. So let's take word from our sponsor, and then when we come back, we jump into our talking points to, take few calls, and then we leave from here.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Morocco.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to serve the sort of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia.
Rabbi, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Grove Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exodus Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
When you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, say go in deep and deeper. Put it to each key.
Folks, let's welcome you back to the program from the Print News. And it's good being here this morning, the 4th of November. I'm the pre-birthday man. I'm here with Esther Daku. And so we're about to go meeting, and we heard from the Bapolo County Senator Amara Kone about the government need to, do some structural reforms. We also heard from the Word of Words between the speaker and the man who was rejected by the Supreme Court because he had dual citizenship and he was not domiciled for the period of time he needed to be in District 11. Thomas Nimnetwe, who is known as the original countryman. Yesterday, we were listening to Freedom Hub, and Kine and Alexa, they did what we call opinion pool. All right. And original countryman took the day So, folks, we are about to hear from you on our talking points, but we say a big thank you to our sponsors, Crime Stopper Liberia. Crime Stopper Liberia is headed by our board of director chair, Omen Sam Sion. And we also have part of us, Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. They are one of the giants in the petroleum business. Those of you running your company and you're looking for a company to supply you petroleum products, well, Mayuba and Sons Incorporated, they do have the strength for that. All right. So if you have your company, you're looking for an oil company to be your supplier, why don't you make your way to Freeport at the head office of Mayuba and Sons Incorporated and meet up with the guys to establish that business link. The last but not the least is Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Oro Smart Road Junction. Those of you having that special occasion, all right, you having wedding reception, you having birthday parties, you having some kind of get together, graduation, you having repast, you having, whatever occasion that you want drinks. Exodus Best Price is your wholesale and retail store. They are very cheap. All right. The guys are very cheap there. You want alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, they have everything there for you. So why don't you make a stop, those of you having that special occasion, and go and patronize Exodus Best Price Store. You wouldn't regret making a stop there. All right. The guys are very cheap, and they are also into delivery service. Maybe you bought, a huge quantity of goods and you want to take them to your destination. They do have the capacity to handle that. So those are our sponsors, Crime Stopper, Mayuba and Sons, and Exodus Best Price Store. So let's hear from you. The senator of Bapalo County is calling on the government to do some structural reforms to attract investors, because Liberians are going through tough times on a daily basis. And we also listen to the current chairman of the National Patriotic Party about the total violation of the Constitution by the president of Liberia, having people in OIC position for months without Senate confirmation. And according to the MPP chair, and the Constitution states that that is a total violation. So the president is appointing people, officer in charge for months. And according to MOBA, that shouldn't be. Yes, the president has the constitutional power to appoint, but you cannot put people in public positions as officer in charge for years without them going through Senate confirmation. He sees that as a total violation of the Constitution. So, folks, you can speak about it. Let's hear from you. Call us on 0776 104 104, 086 500 104. The WhatsApp line is +231 886 500 104. And we are also looking up to you to be a part of our anniversary celebration. Please, we want to get our set of jersey, whatever you can help us with. We really appreciate you for that. So let's take calls.
Yeah, just before we take calls, why are we jumping over talking point? I understand you want to let the public, talk and stuff like that. But there's this thing from the Daily Observer that I just want to throw light on, Wendell. I've noticed that the people really got to do their job where I'm talking about the passport issue. It's not just about, giving it out to people who are not Liberians through bribery and all of that. We should also be looking at the aspect of people having a unique number attached to them. You cannot have a passport right now, Wendell, and then maybe your passport gets missing or your passport expires. You go back to do a renewal, then they give you a new number. Don't you think that it doesn't look, it looks funny, to be honest, because if I have a passport, it means there is a number there should be a unique ID attached to me.
Okay.
That even if I go back and my
You will get
passport
the
is
same
missing, you
number.
can just trace it right in the system.
Mhm.
They will start that whole thing all over and give you a
Different number.
which is one of the problem with that.
Okay.
With
And
that
that's
serious issue. It's a problem.
that's a very serious issue because
That's what I just wanted to say.
like you said, this visa waiver thing.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of people will be running for visa,
Right.
and
All these things needs
people
to
will
be
be
checked.
coming from other African countries too to come here and test the system
Right.
because our passports are in wrong hands.
Mhm.
All right, they are different nationals having our passport who haven't declared citizenship for Liberia, but they are in possession of our passport.
Mhm.
So these are people when they go out there, when they do stuff, at the end of the day reflects on the country.
Yeah, because
So I think it's a
find the
good thing. We hope the authorities at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, most especially the Passport Division,
yeah.
will do some. Esther, this country is I don't know. Under Joseph Boakai, a lot of ugly things happening. I'm not saying some of these things didn't happen in the past, but look, when you say the things were happening yesterday, they were bad, you want to fix them. When you come, you have to fix it.
Exactly.
Because you can't continue from the things you said they were spoiled. You come back, you want to use the same thing. All right. So, look, the justice minister, this is a big brother. He's a big brother. This is somebody who we all grew up in the same community, the current justice minister of this country. But this is his very first big job he ever got in his whole life. Because if you have the justice minister who's supposed to be advising the president, because that position is a very important and serious position, Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia. This is the man who's supposed to be guiding the president when it comes to the Constitution. But you cannot have a justice minister there and the president is in a violation of the Constitution. He's not putting the president on spot. All right? Because by virtue of his position, he can disagree and agree with the president. He's the justice minister. Every serious contract or investors that come into this country, they want to do business, his signature goes to that on that document. So, the thing is, I don't know whether the position is too heavy for Natu Tue. Oswald Natu Tue, that's his full name. I don't know whether the position is too heavy. Got in this country, justice minister. This is a man who have been working in law firms here and there, representing companies and all of that. But to serve in government, this is his very first big job. All the other jobs he's been getting is not big job, besides people who knew him from school and his associates. But how did he come to the limelight? By being appointed as justice minister. So the job, I don't know whether the job is too big, because you see the violation in our country relative to the Constitution, and these people are there because the one who called himself advisor to the president on legal affairs is a waste. Then you have the justice minister too, another waste. Because if these things are happening in the Constitution, you're appointing people, say officer in charge, you're giving them, they're there for 1 year, they're there for 2 years, and they're not going through confirmation and all of that. That's total violation of the Constitution. Yes, the president can dismiss and say, look, you will be. That's violation. So the MPP chairman is saying the president needs to stop this behavior. Because you cannot be violating our Constitution. You must respect the Constitution. The justice minister, he's not telling the president anything. The legal advisor also is not telling the president anything. So the violation is just all over the place. Let's take some calls and then we go from here, Esther.
Okay.
All right. So let's begin with the calls. Let's take you as our first caller. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, David. Let's hear your contribution. 1 minute, no time.
Thank you. Good afternoon to Esther. I think this is where I'm going. For us to have a president who who will not believe in the rule of law. It all boils down to their answer. Okay? These guys are very reckless and they don't believe in what the kingdom is protecting. What they took, also, they are not doing by the oath that they took. What will have to be their data? That means when America is allowed to like people, that the LTA commissioners were never dismissed, but they resigned as well. And they were being answerable for affairs to the federal government. That was another lie that he told the people. And I don't know why Mr. President will always go and laugh when it's the presidency. It's because of human data and that ultra threat. Ultra threat, like you said, is a big brother, but this big brother don't believe in like you are. He believes in a big pocket. And this is the reason why all kind of shit like these are going on in the country and things are going on the way it's not supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like they point you that they are brought back to this country.
Yeah.
So every time anybody comes to power, all they think about to explore our oil. That was the difference last 12 years. Okay? Thinking about what did he say here? What they were thinking about? He was searching for the car. All of you party, the car when you did that, they could not pay that rate. But see, he said, we will not do this thing. We'll take our time. We'll look for better people to come and invest in the oil sector. I don't know what is the rush, because you got people that do swear and they call in. He's a very regular man. He don't believe in the rule of law. And this is why every freaking law of this country has been violated in open view of the Liberian people with no regard for we the Liberian. But I think Liberians should wake up from the slumber to keep continue to be called on the talk show. Let us do something radical. I think it's only radical thing that the government is power with here and you want to do the right thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. Thanks for your contribution. Let's talk to another person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, veterans. We are.
Welcome. Let's hear your name and where you join us from. I'm here with Esther. What is your name?
Good afternoon. My name is Martin David. I want to be called the Jim. A patient greetings from Several Prime Community this afternoon.
1 minute. Yes, sir.
I need to appreciate you guys for always bringing sensitive information to the Liberian people and the rest of the world. I need to extend my tell the business of the veteran, be the gospel. This is attested as it relates to weather. It's accurate. For the day after listening to the weather report, it's accurate. So big thanks to you according to the team for bringing in those kind of programs. So quickly, my attention has been drawn to written number 2, the James Speaker, and our original point of this is my law politics grant. I'm very interested in the law politics. You see, 2029, we just don't waste the time in District 11. Waste the time because original point of district, clear what? Oh, so, if I put the young people of District 11 to stay on their feet because he's taking the resources of District 11 going someone to do a groundbreaking ceremony. But you know, what does it allow? That doesn't allow that SFC here. SFC. They don't feel like they're doing carpet. Who said the kid are sitting? They leaving your desk to the people that voted you today. You are able to be elected. So they think they're elected in equal positions. Today, you want to tell us that you will win the land. So thank you for the opportunity that you give, and thank you for always being a great people to be speaking of the national issues.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's talk to you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay, let's take another caller. Let's take another caller. Don't forget the WhatsApp line is active. Those of you outside Liberia, you can join the conversation by calling us on +231 886 500 104. That's the WhatsApp line. It's just restricted to our overseas callers. Let's talk to you. Hello? Yeah, welcome to the show. Your name and where you join us from?
Yeah, I'm Daniel Sagi and I join you this. I'm talking about the community.
Welcome to the show, Dada Wall. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my thing is to the joint to the I've never because it is so woman at this, she got to accurate on panel her in one good thought. It doesn't have come up for her. Where man is on a get body. I'm up there, established on my own, I got my own place. These are getting loud, be a lady. I think that's a company, I'm so related by the day. So there's nothing that I'm going to get on the country. Don't wait for the club. Now they are always left over man. Everything for that too. They will go free. I'm telling you what I'm thinking of. It can't go on. I went to him after that. I'm to him on that too. And you love it like how many people are there? They are so related by the day. Everything for where we talk. All the things they do. I'm a leader. They are the country. I won't have a money to pay hard people. They don't want you to argue me up and down. I want to get good at putting my eye on the other. I'll go back and what the hell. I'll wait out and then you can play. All the things I'm going to say, I'm not going to get number to finish me there. I'm going to have this job.
Thank you. Thank you, Dan Saki. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon. Yeah, welcome to the show. Is this Patience? Welcome, Patience. Let's hear you. Okay, Patience. Thank you. Thank you very much, Patience. Thank you. Let's talk to another person. Hello?
Afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Edmund, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Let me say hi to Esther. I'm not confident. I just validating our argument concerning Black Eye government, and he calling them to do some reform. I don't know how they're going to do that because the people, they were to take the first 1 year to set the foundation of the government. Everything that you do, even the house that you build, if there is no good foundation, it is difficult. So they destroy the foundation. They use CDC, electricity, everybody that are connected to CDC, taking you for joy doing this. So they didn't, the time was not there. They didn't make any time available so that they could have been able to make adjustment and set the government. Then they 2 years. This is the time now to start running the government going into the. But entering into 2026, 2 years looking at it, and at 2026 now you will make adjustment. We're going to give you a chance to do that. No, because anything now you come up with now, we are going to be linking you to so many things that you are involved yourself with. The witch hunt are overtook the government, the misbehavior, the misrule are overtook the government. So nothing. Okay, the economy that you're talking about. And you told before that we should manage, and we run all while we here, we ran, we here, manage our expectation. We still managing our expectation. So the expectation is going to be managed until 2029. But for this government, as long as they have missed on year 1, year 2, going into 2026 now, brother, it's not easy for them to make a comeback. When they do so, that will be good for them. They say I have time. And they think so, they will mess up everything. And then 2029, there will some of the surrogates or the party, we know, we did, we done, we just take it for you again. Hey, you need to think twice before you think about that. They are listening to that they are talking political rally. Oh, he talking, I can't be TNA, he will never. That kind of statement, it's not good. You can be going to an election day as a general of the party. You make a statement towards the the major opposition in the country that linked to rakish election. So that we say the same way maybe you take you some wine and you are okay to make that statement. The same way as soon we finish leaving the police center, the same way go and take your wine and see so that you will not know what will be happening behind you. You know. So Rachel voices, countrymen, we will see how it plays out. The thing is say they can block with people. The thing is say the big mob they make in the time that make other people then to go in their share, they will happy around now. Is it going to happen? So, countrymen, but it's a Rachel Cole, let go on the fight again, will come again to control another opinion pool to know what actually all this is not. Thank you.
Thank you, Edmund. Let's get to the comments. Let's read out the comments. We have to, get to our people contribution. Some of them don't have the time to call. They only have the time to write. So let's read out some of the comments we have, right? So let's get to the comments now. We say Henry Tito Jr. says, good morning. I am watching from my residence in Caldwell. Thanks for the update to our country, Mama Liberia. Gate Harris Gate says, I'm watching live from Visual Media Incorporated office in Doe Community. Moses Wisse says, I'm watching from Buchanan City, Grand Bassa County. Vinicius Junior Bar, I'm following from the borough of Newport Town. Maurice Sion, good morning. My people, Charles J. Freeman says, I'm watching from Cox City. Maurice Sion, he says, I'm watching from Boston, Massachusetts. Right, Maurice, thanks for watching us from Massachusetts. Hope you will be a part of our, anniversary. So, Maurice Sion, please be a part of our anniversary celebration. Hezekiah Dodo says, following closely from the office of the concerned citizen of District 17. Joe Dixon Nimna says, I'm watching you from ELWA. Melu Efufana, hope I got your name right, says, good morning, family. I'm following you from Turner Street, Sinker. Ambassador Walton Butcher Morgan Jr. says, I'm following you from my Johnsonville resident. Vice Chair for the Welfare CDC Regular Intellectual Militant. Aliyu Kuman says, good morning. I'm following you from New Georgia Estate. P. Marcus Davis says, good morning. I'm following you from Bravo City, Moulton Corner Community. Stephen A. Barr says, good morning, Freedom Print News family. I'm following you live from Dakar, Senegal. Aliyu Masaleh says, good morning, guys. Augustine Fano-Soin says, good morning. Mr. Nimne, I'm watching you from Greenville, Sino County. All right. Vinicius Junior Bar says, is coming back 2029. Israel S. Dennis says, good morning. 2029. It says, okay. We also have Dubon Hill. It says, good morning, guys. I'm just scared of what will remain for President Weah to continue after these very dull, inept, and corrupt folks are done with that country. All right, Dubon Hill, please, we need your support for our anniversary. We need you to help us to get a jersey. Dubon Hill, that's my boy. Clarence Obechi Dwes says, good morning, Wendell and Esther. I think the difference between Manchester United and Joseph Walker administration is the environment. What's this? What Manchester United do to you, I mean? Bernice Dennis says, good afternoon, guys, from all the toys in the world. Some people chose George Weah to play with. Bernice again says, I'm watching you guys live from Freeport Community this afternoon. Gushi TV following from Clara Town. So far, so good. Those are all the comments we have. We can take a few more calls and go from here. So, folks, Don't forget, on the 16th of November is Freedom FM anniversary, and the Print News family will be in tax to buy 2 sets of jersey. All right, it's a tax that we all have to accomplish. So those of you who are listening, you can also the number there. We will read the number before we leave here. All right, and the name attached to that number is Esther Daku. So we will read that number for you. Esther, please write the number on that paper so we can call it to our listeners. And let's read this comment from Aliyu Masale. All right, Aliyu Masale says, the same justice minister misinterpreted the Supreme Court ruling that led to the burning of the Capitol building. He worked at the will and pleasure of the president. Sam Toby, Pusha Ball, what's up? He's watching from Minnesota. It's good having you watching us, Sam Toby. I'm quite sure you have recovered. Dubon Hill says, okay, my brother. Yes, Dubon, we need your support. Okay, so this is the number. All right, for those of you outside Liberia, if you want to be a help, it's +231 888 +231 888 024973 +231 888 024973. The name attached to that number is Esther Daku. If you're there in Liberia, you want to contribute, you don't need that +231. It's 0888 024973. All right, so that's the number there for you, 0888 024973. Josephine Satagma Minsa, my sister, is watching all the way there in the United States. Sata, it's good having you following us this afternoon from Liberia. Well, folks, I think we can't take any more calls because of time. So, folks, our anniversary is on the 16th. Whatever way you can help, we are open to you and looking forward to you. So, on that note, we want to wish our friend and sister, Miss Albertine Kephart, finance officer at the Maureen Kephart Funeral Home in Caldwell. Albertine Kephart celebrates her birthday today, and we want to say happy birthday to you, Albertine Kephart. It's a birthday treat here coming your way from your kids, your family members, and all of your staffers there at the Maureen Kephart Funeral Home in Caldwell. All right, so folks, we got to go, and my name is Wendell Nimna. Esther Daku was here. We will be back here, God's willing, on tomorrow to bring you the midweek presentation of the program from the Print News. Until then, do have a pleasant Tuesday.
So captain. I swear that when we say so captain.